Samsung's back with a notable refresh to its entry-level Neo QLED series, the QN70F, and it's one of the best mid-tier TVs on the market. Stick around to find out why. The QN70F is one of the slimmest TVs you can get now that isn't an OLED. It's just barely over an inch deep, so with the right wall mount, you can get a really low-profile look. I'll put a link to one of our favorites down in the description. But even if it's not on the wall, it comes with a pedestal that's super easy to install. It's just 2 feet with a cover over the middle and no tools required to put it together. You don't get any height adjustment, but it does sit high enough to put a soundbar in front of and not block the picture at all. As far as sizes go, the one you see here is 65 inches, but you can also get it in 55, 75, or even 85 inches if you're looking for a more movie theater-like experience. To control everything, you can either use the SmartThings app or the included remote. It's got a built-in battery and uses this little solar panel on the back to stay charged, just like last year's, but up at the top, you'll see a button that wasn't on last year's remote. This one activates the click to search feature. Pressing that is going to show you details from the content that you're watching as long as it's broadcast TV or Samsung's TV Plus app, and it provides recommendations for additional content that you might enjoy watching. Another place you're going to find content recommendations is on the homepage, which incorporates Samsung's Tizen operating system, and it's really easy to use. You've got quick access to your favorite apps, along with a couple other fun features like the Art Store, where you can download artwork to display on the screen when you're not using it, and the Game Hub, where you can play cloud-based games without needing to hook up a separate console. Keep in mind, though, there are going to be some fees associated with some of these services. Some other useful features you get with the QN70F are things like Apple's AirPlay 2 and Samsung's Smart View, which are wireless ways to play content from your phone on the TV. There's Daily Board, where you can display things like the weather, memos, music, and more for an easy-to-read calendar-type experience on your TV. And for safety purposes, Samsung implements Knox security to protect any data that you enter when you're logging into apps or websites on your TV. As far as connections go, you get 2 USB Type-A's, an optical audio output, 4 HDMI 2.1s with number 3 being your enhanced audio return channel, an Ethernet port, an antenna connection with an ATSC 1.0 tuner for over-the-air broadcasts, and finally there's Wi-Fi and Bluetooth for connecting accessories like game controllers, a keyboard, or headphones. And if your headphones happen to be the Samsung Galaxy Buds, you can use the TV's 360 audio mode to get that full spatial experience where it feels like you're actually sitting inside the scene that you're watching. And as long as we're talking about audio, let's take a look at what this one comes with. This is actually the spot where it's going to be a little more evident that this is an entry-level Neo QLED. It has a basic 2-channel 20-watt system that's fine for casual listening like TV shows or the news. Features like object tracking sound light and active voice amplifier do help improve the dialogue clarity and overall sense of immersion, but if you're a big movie watcher or you want to stream music through your TV, you're gonna need to add a soundbar or even better, a full surround system. I'll link a solid option down below, but if you want personalized help choosing something that's going to fit your space and your budget, make sure you give us a call or use the chat link down in the description to talk to one of our audio experts. But what is it that makes the QN70F such a strong choice in the $1,000 price range? Well, it's the picture. This easily exceeds expectations for the price. The picture processor was updated to the NQ4 AI Gen2 this year, and it features quantum matrix technology Slim, which uses mini LEDs along the bottom edge to give it a brighter picture, better contrast, and better dimming control over last year's QN70D. Another aspect that really stands out here is the color. It looks fantastic. For reference, I've got the picture mode and color tone set to standard and the contrast enhancer on low, which is a setup that should appeal to most viewers, but everyone's preferences differ. If you're not happy with this configuration, you've got plenty of options within the expert picture settings menu to play around with. Or if you have the SmartThings app on your phone, try the basic calibration feature to use your phone's camera to optimize the picture. For anyone sitting off to the side, the QN70F uses Samsung's wide viewing angle technology, and it does a good job helping with off-center viewing, but like any other LED TV, it is going to lose some vibrance as you move off to the side. So if most of your time watching is spent off-center, you'll probably want to consider something like an OLED like the S90F series. It's a bigger investment, but you will be happier in the long run. For motion handling, this one has a 120Hz panel, so sports and fast action look smooth and natural. And another thing it does well is upscaling. Take a look at how sharp it makes 720 and 1080p content look. This is another benefit of that updated processor. And for anyone wondering about light bloom, here's a look at some bright images against a black background. As you can see, it does brighten up a bit around them, but these mini LEDs do a good job of keeping it to a minimum. It's not going to be as effective as the 80 or the 90F since those are full array backlit models, but casual viewers are going to be more than happy with this one. And here's a look at it next to the QN80F to give you a better idea of what you'll see by stepping up to the next model. Colors pop a little bit more, it's a little brighter, and the contrast is better, but casual viewers may not notice enough of a difference here to justify the added cost. Finally, let's talk about gaming. If you've got a PS5, an Xbox Series X, a nicer PC, or especially if you have all three, you're really going to like this TV. All four of the HDMIs are 2.1, so they all support 4K at 120 Hz, even up to 144 Hz if your PC is capable, variable refresh rates, and auto low latency mode. But you also get a gaming-specific menu that lets you cater the picture settings to the type of game that you're playing, something even casual gamers are going to appreciate. The QN70 series has always been considered a fantastic value, and the 2025 version is thankfully no different. The picture quality is excellent, sports and movies look fantastic, the gaming experience is terrific, and although it's not an inexpensive TV, you get a lot for your money. If you have questions on the QN70F or you want to hear about our best available pricing or financing options, be sure to contact our TV experts at the links down below. If you enjoyed this video, don't forget to hit the like button and subscribe to stay up to date on all the latest products available here at Apt. Thanks for watching, and we'll see you in the next one.
So